Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hope you are doing well. So today I'm gonna do a very dramatic smoky eye. So I got a piece of tape here in the outer corners of my eyes to guide my makeup look. Next I'm gonna apply a very light eyeshadow base, and today I'm gonna use by Pillowies. I'm gonna diffuse the eyeshadow base using a blending brush because I really love to use the same brush with the eyeshadow that I'm gonna use to set the eyeshadow base. For today's video, I got my brows done, and this is all I have done for this video. So I'm gonna start off from the eyes. Next, I'm gonna use a eyeshadow for my skin tone, and I'm gonna just set the eyeshadow base that I applied before. And to apply the eyeshadow, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna just really set. Today I'm using the Real Skin Tone, and I'm not gonna highlight anything. That's because I want to create the contrast for my makeup look, and today I'm gonna use my Real Skin Tone. If you like, you can apply a little bit of translucent powder. And now I'm gonna use a gel liner. This is Onlix by Melt Cosmetics. This is very pigmented and I absolutely love it because it dries matte and waterproof, lasts longer, and is very good. So I'm gonna apply using a short shader brush in the corners of my eyes. I'm gonna create a cat eye shape, but today I'm gonna diffuse the liner. So I'm gonna apply a little at a time using this brush, and I really want to focus the products in the roots of the lashes. So when I apply the gel liner, I want to let it dry a little bit before I start to blend the edges to create a more soft look. When the gel liner dry, I'm gonna switch the brush for a fluffy shader brush, and I'm gonna just diffuse the edges. And here for this step, I don't have to add any eyeshadow. I'm gonna just use what is left in the brush. So I'm gonna diffuse a little bit the eyeshadow that I just set, the eyeshadow base and the gel liner. And next I'm gonna take another brush and I'm gonna use a eyeliner brush to do the cat eye effect here in the tear duct area and also to apply in the lower lash line. The contact lenses that I'm using today are Forest Green by Desio Eyes. I absolutely love this color and how natural it looks. For me, the first time that I used this color, I was with my brown hair and it was too green, but now looking with my new hair, it looks gorgeous. Next, I'm gonna apply a little bit of glitter. Today I'm using a eyeshadow glitter, and this is by Maven Beauty, but I just add some pigments inside to really get the color that I want. So I don't know how I made this eyeshadow to tell you which one is this. So you can see basically there is no color, just the glitter, just the sparkles. And next I'm gonna apply a metallic eyeshadow by Melt Cosmetics. I absolutely love this color and I've been using this eyeshadow many times, but here is good as new because it's very pigmented. So I'm gonna apply using the same brush as before just to really set the black eyeshadow base that applies here. And now it's time for our moment to remove the piece of tape. And this is how it looks. Amazing. Now I'm gonna apply just a small amount of products here in the lower lash line to really connect the lower lash line and the other corners of the eyes. So I finish off with mascara and fake lashes. Now let's move on to my face. So I'm gonna use a matte foundation and a product to give me a glow, and I decided to mix them together before I apply into my skin. This is a moisturizing highlighter by Chic Glam. I absolutely love it, and I decided to mix with my matte foundation by Too Faced. This is Born This Way. I love this foundation as well, but today my skin is very dry, so I really need some product to give me this moisturizing finish that I love and also the glow. Actually, I've been using a lot of glow under my foundation or even mix them together because I love how natural it looks. Just like I've been drinking a lot of water and my skin looks flawless. Like this is my natural skin and not a foundation. Next, I'm gonna just conceal the imperfections with my concealer by NARS, my favorite from many years, and this is a full coverage concealer, and I'm gonna blend it out using the same beauty blender. And today I want to keep the focus here in my eyes, so I'm not gonna highlight anything. I didn't use any highlighting eyeshadow, for example, in the brow bones or in the tear duct area, and for my face as well. I'm gonna use my natural shade for concealer. Next, I'm gonna apply some bronzer to give me back my features that the foundation takes off, making everything look so flat. So I'm gonna use bronzer because it matches with my skin better now. And I'm gonna use Happy Soul by Rare Beauty. This is my favorite. I've been using this product a lot, and I'm gonna blend it out using a beauty blender again because this is how I'm doing my skin today, but most of the times I like to use brush. Next, I'm gonna apply a blush powder. This is Nevermore by Melt Cosmetics. This color is stunning, guys. I used this color a lot before and I just forgot that I had this shade. So now I'm going back to this blush, which was my favorite. Many times people ask me why I'm gonna use a powder blush right on top of a wet foundation, just because it creates a better long wear effect. So it's like I'm setting the foundation using the blush, and it gives me a flawless effect, especially if I'm using a shimmer blush like in this case. Then I just go back with a damp beauty blender again and melt everything together. Next, to really finish my skin, I'm gonna use a finishing powder by Melt Cosmetics and this glazed skin. This product is very good, especially if you have your skin set with a translucent powder, for example, and then you just wanna give the final touches for your makeup. This is very good. But actually, I don't really set my makeup look, so I'm gonna use only this powder today, and sometimes I don't even use it, just because I love my skin glowy and natural. Let's move on to the lips. I'm gonna apply what is left in the beauty blender in my lips to really take off the natural color of my lips. And next, using a nude lip contour, I'm gonna apply in the natural shape of my lips and a little bit outside to create a more fuller lips effect. So I'm gonna apply the lip contour and I'm gonna blend with the tip of my fingers to create a more natural line and a more diffused line. It creates a fuller lips effect. So trust me and trust the process. Apply the lip contour, diffuse it a little bit, and go back with the lip contour again. It looks awesome. Now I'm gonna apply a very light liquid lipstick, and this is by Melt Cosmetics. I'm gonna apply a small amount of product, and I'm gonna blend with the tip of my fingers again. To set the matte liquid lipstick, I'm gonna go back with the same blush that I applied in my face, and I'm gonna apply in my lips. This is to give me back some shimmer in my lips. I really love this effect, so I'm gonna apply the blush that I used for my face here in my lips as well to give me a modern touch, but this is very optional. You don't really have to do it if you don't like the black in your lips. I understand, but today to match the eye look, I'm gonna do it, especially for pictures. So I'm gonna apply a small amount of products using a lip brush, and I'm gonna diffuse it to give me a more natural finish. But when I finish applying the lip gloss, it's gonna look so good, I promise you guys. Just to remember, because the eyes are very neutral, you can use the lip combo that you like. And next, of course, I'm gonna apply the lip gloss. This is a white shade by Huda Beauty, but in your lips it looks transparent, and I love how it looks. This is how I finished this makeup look. I really hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video if you did. And I see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.